Welcome to Anti-Chess and Tarot. We are talking to Leos. Hello, Leo. Welcome in. Let's get to your message here. Let's see what deck is calling to me. Remember, not everything's going to resonate. Take what doesn't, leave the rest. And thank you to all who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Here we go, Leo. I feel like there's some sort of impatience here with something. Impatience circles you at this time. Let's get some tarot involved here. Okay, Seven of Wands comes out. Some sort of battle. Yeah, you could be impatient about being in some sort of battle state. Battleground. For our Leos, Six of Wands. That's a good card. Hangman. Yeah, you want something to be successful. You want a victory here. It's just how to go about it. And there's some patience involved. Impatience. There's some impatience involved. It's requiring your patience. Something flipping sideways. I always feel like that is just indecision, kind of. So we'll read it both ways. The Four of Swords. Upright could mean it's time to take a break. In the reverse, coming out of a break, you want action. Yeah, you're just not sure what the action is here. What action to take? To take action. Four of Cups. Does this situation see you the way you want to be seen? I'm also hearing, are you clear on your intentions here? Are they seeing you for what you know you really are? Some concern there, maybe. Music. Listening to music, I'm hearing, really calms your mind, helps you think. I feel like also you want to have a connection with this person with regards to music, or you use music in order to communicate. Maybe you feel like you readily don't communicate very well, throat chakra. We could do another read on why that is. And, we're probably going back to some of your earlier childhood situations. But now I feel like you use music quite a bit to think your thoughts through and to communicate with others. Out on the table, we have the Nine of Swords. Yes, something is just kind of keeping at you, staying on your mind, maybe even keeping you up at night. Like, what's the solution here? What's the move here? Something like that. Five of Pentacles. I think you're thinking about maybe talking to friends about this, getting some sort of advice. But you also feel like you can't do that. And I feel like you definitely don't want this to just turn into nothing. Like there's a feeling of something's happened here that's meant to be, or circled back around for a reason. And so you don't want to have it disappear or go away simply because of something you did or didn't do. There's some worry here, certainly, regarding what to do and how to do it. Five of Wands, the Death card, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. Aren't these cards pretty? This is the Third Eye Tarot. And I do list all the tarot cards that I use in my description box for those of you who are interested. So this is new love for you. This is something that's kind of hit you like a freight train, maybe. And yeah, you're just not clear how to go forward with this. Who you want to even be going forward with this even. Very clearly, I'm hearing Spirit say, just be yourself. And I'm also hearing, yeah, but they won't like just who I am. Okay, well, selling yourself short there. Okay, so acknowledge that part at least. And also, what you think they might not like might be something that is like a shadow side to you. So it's maybe twofold, where they come into your life to help you work on some of your shadows and why they are. And, is that really you? Or have you just kind of developed this side tangent aspect to your personality that is due to circumstances that were unfavorable or hurtful? And it's not really you, but you've kind of adopted this maybe image or side to you that if you worked through it and worked through it in a way that was healthy, you'd recognize that isn't you either. It's something like that kind of energy. The Magician, you're trying to manifest. Magician, Four of Wands, and the Chariot in the reverse. You're definitely trying to manifest this in, and it's like walking on eggshells right now because you don't want to make the wrong move. So the Chariot in the reverse. You don't want to go in the wrong direction. You really, it's like, I've waited for this, now it's here. I don't want to mess this up. You're really looking to this to be maybe an engagement or something solid and celebratory with family or with a person. This could also be a situation you've manifested, bringing it in, not wanting to mess it up, worried about that shadow side. I feel like Spirit is saying, look at that shadow side, get quiet and really observe where that's coming from. Follow the trail, and it may take you a long time, and you may go back years and years and years, decades even, of where that started. And then ask yourself, is that really you now? Maybe that was you a long time ago. Or maybe that was you trying to fit in and it's never been you, or something here like that. I think it's more of a relationship that I'm talking about here, but it could always be a circumstance. It'd be different for everybody. It just depends on how you're resonating. But it's resonating with the message. But it's definitely something you've brought in that's finally here, and you're like, whoa, I never thought this would come in. Never. And here it is, and I don't want to misstep, and I don't want to go in the wrong direction. And there's something really big here, too, about not doing the work to be healthy. So, in a nutshell, what I'm getting, the energy here is saying, you're worried about a misstep, but there's not going to be a misstep when you authentically are out in the world showing up. But the misstep could be in not knowing what that is for you. So it's not that you're going to make the wrong move. It's that you have to know self and be clear on that. And then when you make your move, there's no second guessing it. You're approaching this person, the situation authentically. This is who I am. And then the cards fall where they may. And that lessens some of the worry. Although I do feel like some of you are saying, yeah, but I know who I am. And that's going to be the misstep, is showing that. I think, again, I think really a lot of this message is, do you really know who you are? What you stand for? Is this really you? Because it's something about a shadow side to you that you just haven't worked on, and you haven't looked at, and you haven't figured out why it's even a part of you. And maybe you've even idolized it in a way because it was very adaptive to your situation, and was maybe even looked on by others as cool. But you know down deep if that's really you or not, and you're being asked to look there. Two of Swords. And you're being asked to block whatever needs to be blocked here. You know, if it's not you, then it was never cool. You know, and maybe certain situations it appeared to be cool. But if it's not you, it's you playing a role, how cool was it? And more importantly, how cool is it now? You know, drop what doesn't serve you anymore. Two of Swords can also talk about milestones. You're coming to a milestone here with this person that maybe motivates you to do this kind of work. Because this kind of work, not everybody does. It's very difficult. It takes a lot of stamina to stay with this kind of work. But I will tell you, even the littlest amount of introspection that you gain can move mountains. So stick with the process, and it's a daily work. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're really wanting to give to this. And I'm even sensing like, I want to be the provider here, or I want to be the main giver here. And this is somehow tied to your happiness, being able to give to this situation or this person. And there's a calmness too. There's like a flow, like I am meant to give here and I know it. So with that same kind of knowing, you're being asked to know self. Know thyself. And spend some time with that question. Because I think so often, this goes for all of us, we can say, yeah, of course I know myself. But then if you really sit down and talk to yourself about certain situations and how you've responded and how other people might view you, and you kind of go down that trail, and for a lot of us, it'll be a rabbit hole. But you, like I said, even the littlest bit that you learn is just invaluable. It might surprise you. So don't answer, my point is, don't answer the question so quickly. Of course I know myself. Of course I know thyself. Of course I know self. I know who I am. I know who I show up as. Ask yourself that a couple more times, a couple more different ways, and really then sit with that for a significant amount of time and see if you're still answering it the same way. Still answering that question the same way. 8 of Cups. You don't want to walk away from this. You don't want the person to walk away from it, the other person, or the circumstance to go away. You definitely want to give to this. But you're asking yourself, what don't I see here? Like, what do I not see that's going to cause this person to leave or the situation to evaporate? And it could definitely feel like swimming upstream or walking in water going the other way, you know, walking against the current or moving against the current. That's all this deep-seated emotion that you have. Try and look at it this way. I'm hearing this rushing at you, all this emotion. Yes, this person has sparked this in you. Yes, this could be divinely orchestrated, this person in your life. Yes, it could be about a relationship, but also a very significant part of this person being in your life is you analyzing, looking at deeper what that rush is. What's that feeling that's water coming against you that's so powerful? What is that all about? Because therein lies, in this particular message, therein lies the things you need to work through. And maybe this person or this situation coming at you with a cup of love and sincerity is what started this journey for you. This journey will be as much about self-discovery as it is love, if that's going to be the case here, or a circumstance that you really need in your life have manifested. Whatever it is you're manifesting here, has also brought with it some sort of message of change, some sort of energy or action of change. Temperance, balance. Yeah. Ask yourself where you don't feel balanced. Kind of run through certain things happening in your life. Where is there not balance? And why is that? And what role do you play in that? And do you want to rectify that, or do you want to piece it and move on? Where is the imbalance and why? Because this situation that's cropping up brings with it an opportunity for your good mojo, your good flow, and your good knowing of self to really thrive. For you to really step into yourself. Maybe for the first time. Have you always been doing what other people expected? Ask yourself why that is. Ask yourself, how has that served you? Ask yourself if you still want to be doing that. And then ask yourself what it is you want. 4 Pentacles. I built a foundation. I don't want to ruin the foundation. Look at that foundation and see what it's all about, really. And see if you even want it. 7 of Swords, Knight of Cups. Also sideways is the King of Swords. Yeah, the King of Swords is a very intellectual king, very strategic, and so notice he's on his side. So the situation has kind of thrown you for a loop. It's been a surprise to you, to say the least. And now you're kind of in the throes of it, and you're like, wow, I can't maneuver out of this like I normally do. You can't, because, again, it's know thyself. The way you used to move is no longer, because the way you used to move maybe would have been in shadow. And you're being asked to rework that and work with that shadow, in that you become very realistic. You know what part of the shadow you're going to heal from and take on. What part you're going to let go and say thank you for whatever purpose it needed. Let go if it never served a purpose and it's just dead weight for you. You're being asked to be very kind with yourself when you do this. I think you're used to, however you've acted, people have been very upset with it or judgmental about it. But you have your reasons, and their personal reasons, to go through with you in your mind. And like I said, assess what parts need to be let go with peace forever, and work through your healing here. But don't hear other people's voices or their response to how to answer how you feel about self. That is a completely private, individual journey that you're on now. Be kind to yourself. There were certain things that were very shadowy that you had to do in order to survive. But they don't serve you now, so let them go. Is for quite a few of you out there. It's a recognizing that. And it's an illusion if you feel like some of the shadow will be an illusion, that you still need it. So really work through that as well and be honest. It was maybe needed in the past, but I feel like a lot of it isn't needed now. And you'll come to that conclusion as well. Queen of Pentacles. The Queen, very grounded. Could be dealing with an earth sign. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This could be a very grounded person or situation that you're dealing with, or this could be you. Get grounded on self. You're also very nurturing. People don't realize that about you. You seem like kind of a hard ass, but you can be very motherly and nurturing in nature too. That is a side that I think Spirit would like you to show more. And that is a side that maybe you've never had an opportunity to show or felt afraid to show. The energy I see here is show it. 8 of Swords. Yeah, 8 of Swords. Yeah, there's a part of your personality that's just super sweet, very sweet. And you've always held back from showing that out of looking weak. But remember, and I say this a lot of times, I say this sporadically when it applies, but I think it's just so poignant that being rough and tumble, is strength and is perceived as such, but being gentle and strong is sometimes even stronger. Final messages here. Leo, I feel like we've got it. The sun, your happiness. Know what that is to you. Know what it has been. Is that still it for you? Is the happiness you found in the past still your happiness of the future? Still your happiness of the present? Is the way you've shown up still happiness to you? To the core, is it authentic to you? Are you happy with that? Or are there changes you want to make? Are parts of your personality and parts of your authentic you not authentic? That can just be, thank you for serving me, bye-bye. In a gracious sense is what I'm getting at. Or you never really served me, and so it's time to part ways. Know what makes you happy. Remember that flow. You know when you're in the flow of authentic you. We all do. We all do. We just get an inkling. It's an instinctual gut feeling. Yeah, I am so in the flow right now. It's like athletes who get, I think it might even be called getting in the flow. You're just in the flow. You can do no wrong. The Midas touch. Everything you hit or everything you tee off or everything you throw up is a shot. You make it no matter where you are on the court. Yeah, you're in the groove, the mojo, the flow. I think there's this athletic term actually, and you're in the zone. That's where Spirit wants you to get with yourself. I'm in the zone. I know exactly who I am, and I know exactly what I'm about, and I know exactly what I want to bring towards me. I know exactly what I want to work on. I know exactly what I want to manifest. Boom, 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 boom. It's like that. That's a great feeling. Ace of Pentacles. It'll take work to get there for all of us. Just like in sports, you get in that zone after lots and lots of practice and lots of dedication, investment in the sport, etc., etc. Doesn't happen overnight. Ace of Pentacles. This is a brand new, prosperous beginning for you. And you know that. And that's kind of what's like making you nervous and feeling like you're going to trip up, like we discussed early on in this read. We've gotten the advice. Let's just look at, for those of you curious how this goes, what you don't see coming, the moon. Got to look at that shadow. The moon casts shadows. It's exactly what we're talking about. Got to be looking at your shadow sides. Cutting away what doesn't serve you anymore. Whether that's an image or a thought or an action from the past that doesn't serve anymore, or worried about what other people think, let it go. The only person that matters about you and what you think is you. The only person that matters about what you think is you. Let me think. That's not right. What do I want to say here? The only person's opinion that matters about you is yours. That's what I want to say. What you don't see coming to is 8 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and that is some sort of soul purpose. This person is supposed to be in your life. The circumstance is supposed to be in your life. Whatever you're manifesting, it has something to do with your soul purpose. This journey is your soul purpose. This person has been a catalyst. This situation has been a catalyst for you to go on this journey. This person is supposed to be in your life and a catalyst to your journey. Or the circumstance is supposed to be in your life is a catalyst to your journey. Something along those lines. There's some sort of thread here where it's your soul purpose or one of them. Very major. And on the bottom of the deck after the 8 of Pentacles, I'm just going to take it because for some of you this will apply. 6 of Cups, it talks about person from the past. This could also be circumstances from the past that we're asking you, me, spirit, the energy that I feel is asking you to look at, review. Does it serve you? Still. Let's grab an oracle. It's a nice read. I like this read. Know thyself. Prominently coming out here is blessed. Yeah, see, this is a blessing. This is that 2 of Swords energy. This is a milestone in your life. It is a blessing. This is coming in. It is a blessing. This is creating the kind of change that you need. The kind of self-evaluation that you need. I'm going to grab another oracle deck. This deck usually talks pretty fast, so we'll see. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Go one more time. Yeah, see, usually the deck talks a lot. Okay. We've got Guardian. Well, let's do it in the order that I saw. So health was first. This is going to be a healthy journey for you. And, you know, your health could be somehow affected by showing up in an inauthentic way. That could certainly take a toll on your health. Or being in situations that are not meshing for you anymore, that you still are trying to work. That could definitely affect your health. Honeymoon phase, attending someone's wedding. Okay, maybe there's a wedding in your midst. This new relationship or circumstance could feel very honeymoonish. Earth sign. These are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've talked about the Earth sign in this read. So you may be dealing with somebody of that sign. This can also talk about a grounded person. Or, as we mentioned too, I think this is just a confirmation, you grounding yourself, knowing thyself. Guardian, a lost loved one watches over you. Maybe someone has brought this person to you, someone who's on the other side. Maybe there's some collaborations going on the other side that have gotten you to this point. Because I do think this is a journey that's going to be very beneficial to you. And it's about time you take it, some energy like that. And spy. Someone's got their eye on you. You are doing your research. You're going to be doing your research on you. You're going to be investigating yourself. I think that's the spy. Okay, I just want to do maybe a charm. Let's do a charm and wrap up here, Leo. Oh, the crab. That's lovely. Maybe you're dealing with a Cancer. But I really feel like this is more of a hard shell But, you know, the Cancers, they wear their heart on their sleeves, and they're very emotional people. They're lovely. I love the Cancer. It's the direct opposite of kind of a Leo, who is more a lioness and lionesque and strong and bold. And both signs have great qualities. Both signs have shadow sides, just like any sign. I feel like this is saying, again, the nod to open up to that nurturing side of you, that more emotional side that you've hidden away under your hard shell. Because Spirit did say that about midway through. Open up, show that more, that nurturing side of yours that you just felt like you couldn't ever show. That's part of getting out in your authentic self, is maybe removing that shell. That is your message, Leo. I hope you've liked it. If you do, please like, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel. And until next time, let's remember who we are. Let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.